What's up, YouTube? It's Black Society TV. Man, I'm back at y'all with another video, a disturbing story. Um, and honestly, it's it's not surprising. It's not surprising because this is what's in their blood. So it's not surprising to me. It wasn't surprising when I heard it um, at all. Um, two North Texas men, white men, one named Gavin Weisenburg 21, of Allen, Texas, and one named Tanner Thomas, 20, of Argyle. They were indicted by a federal grand jury um, in Texas for conspiracy to murder, um, maim, and kidnap um, in a foreign country, and to do a production of child pornography of black children. The murder in Maine came because they wanted to, as usual, um, murder the black men like they did in slavery days, and they wanted to enslave the black women and use them as sex slaves. See, this is something that their ancestors did. And then what they were going to do was they were going to, and they were going to do this on an island, a Haitian island called Le Gros. Now, if anybody know anything about Le Gros, um, it was an island to where the Taino people used to be. The Taino people were kind of like they were kind of like Indian people of Indian heritage, Native Indian, and that was their island. Um, the white settlers, when they came through, they awed, just like this. They awed the women. They murdered the men. Then they ended up just murdering all of them. But they gave diseases to the women, which spread to the men. The Europeans gave diseases to the women of that island, La Grove Island, um, and it spread through the island to its people, and those people were no longer. So what the European settlers did was um, they took enslaved Africans and took them to that island, and then a lot of the Africans just stayed there and just hid out um, on that island. They were enslaved people also at that time. So these heathens, these pricks, these racist pricks, are trying to pick up where their ancestors left off by trying to enslave um, and do all the things that their ancestors did that was disgusting during slavery time. They're trying to do it to black people again. And they're not the only ones with the mindset of like this. Um, you have a couple of people that are now sitting in the White House that are like this, that want to enslave and do all this kind of crazy stuff. Look at the stuff that they're doing. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like the thought, the mindset of wanting to um, R somebody and SA people and SA children, and then these two guys wanted to. Not only did they want to murder black men and use black women as sex slaves, um, they want to take our children and do child pornography with them. What animals? These guys are straight animals, and anyone who think like them are animals. Their ancestors who enslaved black people were animals. Let's call them what they were. They wasn't even human. They try to say black people were subhuman. No, the people that enslaved people and R''d them and made them fight each other and murdered them in front of their babies and kids and family, and R''d them in front of their family and stuff like that. That's subhuman. That's animals, animalistic. And the thing about this is, like I said, that's why black people, you have to be on high alert and watch yourself, because these people have a mindset. Uh, went crabbing the other day with the fam, and female family member of mine um, was on the other end, and something told me just go down to the other end with her, so catch the crab. And this old redneck was sitting there, just staring at her with his shades on. He parked to where he could see her, and he just sit there. He just sat there, just staring. So I'm staring at him like, "What you doing?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him like, "Yeah, I see you. I see you, but this won't be the day. You will not like this day." But then so then I want to see if if what I was thinking was true. So I said, let's go to the other end. So once we moved, he left. See, he thought she was alone and by herself, but he just don't know she had that fire waiting on him too. See, that's what he didn't know. That's the element of surprise you got to have for these racists that think they're gonna kidnap kidnap you women, and stuff like that, and kidnap black women and have them tied up and enslaved and all that kind of stuff. Um, Make sure you got the element of surprise. But yeah, he thought he was gonna get him one that day, but mm-mm. But this is the mindset of these people, these racists. This is what they want to do. Okay, and since Trump got back in office, they feel empowered. Um, you know, they feel they got big balls now. They feel, you know what I'm saying? So y'all stay ready, because these two guys are not the first and they're not the last, and are not the only racists out there that want to enslave black people, do things to our children, our women. They're not the only ones. They're not the only ones. Um, but disgusting. But look at, man, y'all comment, share this video so people will know what's going on. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel.